It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 2 in Temecula. So, yesterday's video,
You can really see it right now.
this rock had a face in it so clearly. And then we got here this morning. I was so excited to look at the face again, and it was gone. We tried wetting the rock with water. We tried taking pictures of it from different angles. Gone. And now it's starting to appear, starting to come back again. Can you guys see the face? Yeah. Yep. So super cool. Thank you all so much for figuring out with your sleuthiness how to get to the spring store to buy the DFS merch to support the Pink Fund. I'm sorry to make it so hard. I did figure out the link though. So the link is in pinned to the comments in yesterday's video. It's also in my bio on my Instagram page at Laura Loves Succulents. And of course, I will link it moving forward as well. Remember, everything in the store, all proceeds are going, 20% of all proceeds are going to the Pink Fund, and we've got everything available. Succulent cat, succulent dog, phallus, runamucky, cactitties, all of it. So have fun. Have fun with that, and thank you so much for your support. Okay, today we didn't add any more boulders in here. As a matter of fact, we took one out, and we began staging our foundation plants. That, you know, is where we are at right now here in the front. This is the money. This is the side that she's going to see from the kitchen window. But I will also be taking you around to the back because there's a lot of ground to cover back there as well. But for right now, utilizing, you know, kind of that checkerboard kind of pattern that I do with plant staging. And it's really important too when you are designing and staging a cactus and succulent garden that you understand the potential of the plants. I know how big these are going to get, I know how long it's going to take, and I know which plants are really easy to move around and which ones aren't, and I plant accordingly. So that is something that I will say. It's good to, you know, remember, I do virtual consulting too. So if I can be of service to you, if you don't live in the San Diego area and you just want some advice, please reach out through the website at lauraeubanks.com, and we can schedule a time to... the website actually is lauraeubanks.com, or you can get there designforserenity.com as well. But anywho, reach out. It's the links to the website are in my on YouTube in the About section. Okay, so what I did here, something a little different. See this, the barrel cactus. I got these 15-gallon barrel cactus at Waterwise. They're perfection, and they were huge for 15. So I bought all of them, knowing that Donna's got a really big yard, and we'll find homes for them somewhere. But my challenge today was trying to figure out, because you know me, ones, threes, fives, and I didn't want to go onesie with the barrel cactus because these make such an impact visually in the landscape. But I also didn't feel like I had the space to go 1, 2, 3. So I went 1, busted it up with a Perry-eye, and then did my 2, 3 down here. And you note that I staged the larger one in front and the smaller one in back, and then I angled them in a really attractive way. Barrel cactus, it's really important aesthetically to pay attention to your angles, to always make sure that your barrels are tipped. And these plants work really well crammed together if you like the look. You don't have to spread them out unless you want to. So I have my 3 presentations of barrel cactus in the front without being so typical, you know, and going 1, 2, 3. I'm really proud of that. So that's kind of something new for me. If you have any specific questions about any of these plants, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll do my very best to answer your questions. All right, right now we have the guys dropping soil in the back because we are also, as you know, going to be completing this entire section. This entire area is probably about 1,000 square feet. And we aren't going to be... Well, no, yesterday I was just talking about over there. Just that little section over there. The entire design space, including what we're tapestrying, is probably about 1,000. So here we're going to be staging some of the larger boulders in, bless you, in here. We may even throw some of her pots in. I don't know, that rooster in front of Hannah might even get a home, or the frog, or the bird. I don't even know. She's got so much to choose from. It's so exciting. But we'll stage some larger boulders. We're really going to work with the mounding back here because that isn't a design element in and of itself. You can cover so much ground aesthetically with big mounds. So mounding there. We'll be mounding on the other side of this palm as well. In here, the boulders right now are just dropped. They're not staged. We'll work on that next. Then, come around back here, do this up. And yesterday, this is the area that I was talking about from here over, was about 500 square feet. Because this is also going to have mounds and staged plants and sculpture and art. So when it's all said and done, we will likely need 9 to 10 yards of soil to create all of the movement that I'd like to create. Right now, I am emptying all of the granite pots of their plant material, and I'm going to be staging the pots in different groupings, and rather than have them overflowing with, not that this is really gorgeous, but I just feel like these pots are going to showcase a lot better with specimens in them. So I'm going to choose some really pretty cactus specimens. Oh, that's a really pretty euphorbia stand right there. But I'm going to choose some really pretty plants to stage in these pots in another phase. All right, guys. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have started this. Oh, there's nothing more satisfying than pulling the spent blooms out of a barrel cactus. Okay, big fun day. So we brought in 3 more yards of soil. Because this is, in case you're like, where are you? This is the back side of our installation. She's got this beautiful, flagstone pathway going all the way, meandering through. And I wanted to complete this side too. I wanted her to have, even though the money and the meat of the installation is all up front, I wanted to finish this off for her. And this is such a great way to show you guys too that you really don't need a whole lot to make it go. So she had, the beautiful palms obviously were here, the cute bird houses, she's got the concrete table, benches, umbrella. I moved this really beautiful pot into this spot here. Also, pottery and a garden art can take the place of boulders as well, as far as weighting up a spot down. So look in this area here, from the palm tree over to the palm tree, I've got 2 plants and a pot. And this is a good 10 by 10, 100 square feet right here. Don't have that much happening here. I wanted to make sure that I remembered natural pathways as we are working through. We need to get into it. So I'm being mindful of where the design is kind of taking me, and leaving some space to walk and meander through. We planted this adorable little Pringlei cactus right up top side there. And it was really fun, standing down below and mixing up the textures, making sure that we had hard against soft. Yeah, we'll go, I'll show you. We'll go down, or do you want to go down, Hannah, and I'll stay up here and point? Okay. Yeah, so this is a 360-degree installation. So we do need to check it from all angles, but the idea was, to create, we have cactus, 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 succulent, palm, which I'm calling, you know, kind of succulent. And then the Pachypodium lemurei, which is very palm-like. And I'm, again, creating kind of those angles, those triangles of design, height, texture, color with the rock and with the plants is so important to making this go. So you can see from Hannah's perspective, very different from what you were seeing up top side. But do you see how, I mean, isn't it great already? I mean, our client was up in the middle of the night. She couldn't sleep, looking out the window in the dark. It really is just already coming together so phenomenally. We have, of course, to do all the irrigation still, and Greg is in the process of testing everything and correcting problems and fixing problems. He also went and bought all of our low voltage lighting. He's replacing fixtures that are, you know, are just old and tired. She's already plumbed for low voltage, so, you know, he's just going to be popping in new fixtures. We don't really have a company or a brand we recommend for lights. We just always, you know, kind of go mid-range as far as cost, because in our mind the whole idea is the light isn't the feature, it's what it's shining on that is the feature. So I don't really have a specific recommendation for lights, but ProTrade is a good brand, and there's a whole spectrum there for you to choose from if you so desire or want to check them out. What else? What else? What else? There's Daddy's irrigation. His subterranean. You can see he's got, right? He's got his solid line and his poly line, and then that's what he clips into with all the little holes staged about, what would you say, 6 inches apart or so. And so we'll be putting all of this on subterranean drip. And then Donna's got a hose right there. It's going to be really handy for her to rinse things off periodically as she sees fit. So tomorrow, I think you're going to see some major changes as we begin pulling in, finishing up all of the foundation planting, and then bringing in and connecting areas of tapestry, which that will happen more down in this area. And this will just be foundation or specimen, more of a specimen garden in the back. So stay tuned. And again, remember breast cancer awareness, the Pink Fund. And if there's something that you want in the DFS store, I have finally navigated the link. You're welcome and thank you. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, reporting from Temecula with day 2 and your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.